What is up, all my chosen ones? Jazz Roy's back now. Guys, have you took a look at your Volt chart lately? Have you took a look at that wallet? Because we have broke over 100 million in market cap, completely disregarding the fact of the flash crash that happened, of the scare with centralized exchanges like FTX. Everything just got thrown out the window when it comes to Volt. Now, we've hit 100 million this quick. The next question is, how quick can we touch that $1 billion market cap? Because we are now less than a 10x away from it. Now, before I begin, guys, please do me a favor and smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Do me a favor and hit that subscribe button, also the notification bell for me, please, and thank you. Guys, where do we even begin? ETH is still sitting in the 1200s, BTC sitting not even at 17K, despite how bloody and scary the markets have been looking for people outside of this project. Volt has been showing not even a shrug of worry for how the market is looking, and is currently leading by a storm in the altcoin and meme coin sector of gain and volume. Our volume has doubled from the mid to late 2 million range to 4.8 million on CoinMarketCap. Not to mention, we are now sitting at rank 242 in all of the project that were eligible enough to get listed on CMC. Coming into the top 200, Voltoshi asked you guys, will we vote the top 200 on CMC before Voltedge? Voltedge is coming out towards the end of this month, and we are seeing so many different signs leading to Volt. And when I zoom out, it just gets even crazier. You know why? Because how coincidental is it that we saw the fall of one of the top centralized exchanges, I think it was number 4 at the time, completely collapse and screw the people over, making people raise a big eyebrow towards leaving all of their assets in centralized exchanges, making people wish that they just had everything sitting, whether in a DeFi wallet, hardware wallet, whatever it is, and off of the centralized platforms. Because at the end of the day, exchanges are for exchanging your tokens for currency so you can use it as real life money, not necessarily as a second savings account, so to speak, right? It just so happens that Voltedge seems to be coming out with the decentralized exchange that we all want, because it has the freedom that you get for holding your money in DeFi. However, it has the security and backings of that similar to using a solidified exchange. So almost like combining the best of both worlds. And the cherry on top of that is that all of the tokens that you want to be trading on, you can help make that token of yours deflationary by simply doing it on Voltedge. And as for the Volt holders, the rewards shall be exponential, especially if we're doing it based off of volume. Just this past week, our volume has already doubled, and we haven't even got to all-time highs. And for the first time, we have been seeing us shoot into the 1600s. And when you look at the chart with me, we have not been at that level since May of this year. If Volt is performing like this while the rest of the market is still dead, what do you think is going to happen when the bulls wake up? And I'm being honest with you guys, I see us having a nice pump, a really nice pump, before the market even turns fully bullish, just off of the catalyst that Volt itself has coming, not including the Elon Go token being dropped off directly to Elon at the time frame that we're expecting Voltedge to go public. And now we have a bunch of investors running around, pulling everything off of centralized exchanges, at least all of their big holdings, and they're looking for somewhere that seems safer and less of a headache to do their trading and get their transactions going. Voltedge may very well be the answer that's coming in at almost a divine-like timing, because what happened with FTX was a tragedy and a scare for all. The FUD tried to go over to Kronos and other exchanges surrounding it. But at the end of the day, guys, exchanges are meant to be just that, exchanges. They're not necessarily wallets per se, unless it's those few exchanges that have their own DeFi wallets, and that's different. But for the most part, a decentralized exchange platform that we can rest assured knowing that it's not as bad as a wild west like we see just using Uniswap. And notice credit to Uniswap, because Uniswap is what got this whole party started. However, it's nice to see that a project, especially someone with a community as strong as Volt, is stepping up to the plate to really shift the narrative in DeFi. I really believe that Voltedge has what it takes to shift that narrative and the right marketing backing it up, because that's right, who's on our side, guys? Wall Street, NASDAQ, they want their hands on Volt as well, and we get to understand the fullness of that later on this month when the NASDAQ interview airs, and I guarantee that that's going to also just trickle even more volume in. Somebody bought $200,000 worth of ETH just a few days ago on Volt. I was watching, it was like 2 something in the morning, 3 something in the morning my time, and my jaw dropped. Something's happening here, guys. Watch where the money goes, okay? Follow the money. Not financial advice. You don't want to follow the fear. The fear will lead you astray. Just follow the money, and your instincts are going to guide you on what you should do beyond that, okay? That's the best I can tell you guys for now. So much going on with Volt. Let's see what else is in store, especially after tomorrow when Pablo drops that stream on explaining the Voltedge features. Even I'm excited to learn more about. With that being said, folks, thank you so much for tuning in, guys. I'm Jazz Royce, and like I always said, I will catch each and every one of you guys at the top.